Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be going over the best ways to grow your Discord community. I have timestamps in this video that you can click through so you can quickly jump between the various sections if one of the sections is less relevant to you or less interesting to you than the other. Now, before I jump into the best options, I first want to cover server partnerships. If you, as a server owner, join a network of servers that cross-promote with giveaways and shouting out each other, you will undoubtedly experience massive growth, numbering in the tens of thousands. Of course, this isn't instantaneous, nor is it overly beneficial to you. By joining a network, you are essentially giving up the identity of your server and just becoming one server in a bundle, and the only person really benefiting is the one who started the network. Yes, there will be a lot of people joining, but people who are just brought in under the guise of free rewards are unlikely to actively participate, especially when your server is but one in a network of several. Many people also find servers that continuously ping them to be extremely bothersome and are even less likely to want to stay. With that out of the way, let's move on to the best website for growing your server, top.gg. Top.gg is far and above the best place to advertise either your server or your bots. There are a lot of other websites offering listings as well, but they are vastly inferior to what top.gg offers. One notable one that comes to mind is discord.me. They really dominated the space before top.gg came along, and they're still viable, but top.gg is much better performing in terms of traffic and the joins you'd be getting for your server. While it certainly won't hurt you to put yourself on every listing, though I guess it might in some cases as you experience more raids, top.gg should definitely be your focus. Top.gg offers numerous categories to list your server under, and as a quick example of that, and you can get here by clicking Discord servers, there are numerous tags here. These are just the showcased ones, but if you click more, we can see more options like anime, Roblox, Diablo 3, it's an odd choice, World of Warcraft, YouTube, etc. And we can click on one, like let's say developer. And in addition to this, they offer advertising auctions and a vote system which will help boost the listing of your server. So for example, if we click on this server right here, let's go to view. People can vote on your server twice a day. So by clicking on your server listing and coming over to vote, they can vote twice a day with a 12-hour gap in between. Now, depending on the vote count that your server receives, it will appear higher or lower in this listing. For example, this server has 269 votes this month, and that's important to note as well. Votes reset at the end of each month, so they are showing up at the very top. You can swap to servers by their member count, but because votes is the default, it's the one people are going to see the most. If you can get a lot of votes going for your server and reach the first page of a popular tag, for example, anime or the top tag, you easily find yourself growing by thousands of members every week. And the alternative to this, staying in the same website, is auctions. And this is the auction system right here, and you can access that by clicking advertise, though I already have auctions unlocked. If you're brand new to this, you have to apply, but it's really simple to get in. It takes about a week or two, and once that's in, whatever server you're applied under is the one that's going to be the one you'll be advertising. Auctions place your server at the very front of a listing. So if we come back to these listings, we can go over to Among Us, and you'll see at the very top these 2 gold slots. These people paid to have their server advertised at the very top. Though keep in mind, you'll be competing with other people as seen here on the right side, but a recent addition, if you don't want to have to deal with the hassle of bidding and being there at the very second the auctions are ending, is just automating the whole process for yourself. Ads only last 1 week, with the auctions ending on Monday, but on the larger tags, such as anime and top, you can easily gain at least 1,000 members per week. Again, this is by far and above the best website to grow your server on. Now, moving on to the last option, that would be server discovery. This is essentially Discord's own server listing on which you can find tens, if not hundreds of thousands of servers to join. There are requirements to join it though, which I'll go ahead and show you right here. Let's go over to one of my empty-ish servers. We'll go over server settings. We'll go over to enable community, then get started, verified email, and scan media content from all members. Let's hit next. Posted server rules, so create one for me, and this I'm just going to keep it all by default, create one for me, because this is an empty server, so I have nothing preset here. And then make sure this is all enabled as their requirements state that they need to be. Now we finish setup. Now we can apply for discovery. And this right here are the requirements you need to get into discovery. So safe environments, that's ensuring that your server follows TOS, which by default it should. Next, below 7,000 members. Now, getting that 7,000 member mark can be difficult, but with the aid of top.gg, that shouldn't be overly difficult to achieve. Server too young, so this server needs to be at least 8 weeks old. This server doesn't meet that requirement. Server activity, so we need at least 500 members at a minimum. Now I know that this requirement for 7,000 members is going to go down in the future. This whole discovery feature is still in beta. So this doesn't make much sense at the moment when you compare it with the below 7,000 members. But as it says right here, it will be lowered in the future. No bad words, so if your server's all not suitable for work, I have a difficult time getting in, and two-factor authentication for moderation settings. Now, depending on how high you can get yourself ranked in server discovery, which at a smaller server size is difficult, so only really expect this method to provide a lot of joins once your server is already large. The sky is really the limit once you're in. On the main page of each tag, for example, here they have a few preset tags: entertainment, science and tech, education, music, etc. I've only ever seen partnered and verified servers again here. For just a quick look through, yep, these are partnered and verified servers. So you're likely to be either one of those to qualify to reach this page. But when searching for a server by category, the name of your server plays a huge part in how well it is found. For example, when I search anime, servers that have anime as the first word in their server name show up first, listed in order of server size. So here we have Anime Soul, 419,000. Below it, Ida's Anime Cafe, 253,000, and so on and so forth, each of these servers having the word anime in their tag. And if we go farther back, we can see this begins to change, but that means you're somewhat out of luck of getting into one of those first few pages if your server is, say, anime based but has a unique name. However, even further back on these pages, you can still expect to receive a couple hundred joins per week, depending on how organized your server banner looks, which I have a lot of tutorials in the channel for, so I've got you covered, and in general, how well your server stands out. Overall, I hope you found this information useful and you're able to create a wonderful server that many people enjoy being a part of. Have a wonderful day.